my plug in the appropriate places, would someone be so kind as to do the recap for this week's episode, which would technically be last week's episode?
It's not last week, so it wasn't like before that.
The week before.
5 years since our last episode.
Can someone go check my Twitch? Am I live right now? Because I'm getting an error message on...
Hold on, your mod is on the way.
Oh wait, I got it open now. Thank
I
you.
never want to mod again.
Alright, so who wants to do the recap?
Huh?
Why are you wearing a hat?
Because my
You're
hair
wearing a
was a
hat.
little messed up. Thank you.
No,
I
I
got
have to
it
see.
in Irvine over the last 2 days.
Oh, that's not the right Twitch channel. Whoopsies.
But anyway, yeah, I'm wearing a hat because my hair's kind of messed up. Anyway, who wants to do the recap?
What the hell is your Twitch?
Excuse me? You've been following this whole time and you don't know my Twitch channel?
Do I not? It never tells you when you go live. Thank you.
The pain.
Jehovo, there you go. I just couldn't remember the flip. Oh yeah, you are wearing a hat. Why do you put it backwards? Like a Pokemon trainer.
Oh yeah.
It
so
says take the
when-
hat off. Gio.
No!
Donald
Here.
hard.
Take the hat off. Take it off.
No. Oh, why is my... It's not
Hey!
connected. Take... There we go. No.
Please excuse the motorcycle in the background.
Hair reveal. Shut the fuck up. Alright. Alright.
Hair reveal, yeah, hair reveal.
Okay,
Let's go.
so, recap.
Duh.
I entered the picture.
Mm-hmm.
True. Oh, we killed a bunch of orcs.
Goblins.
Goblins? Goblins.
Racist.
Ooh. It's been 2 weeks.
It's been too long.
That's so true. I have no idea what happened.
I don't know what we're doing either, so.
We rescued Dirt Princess.
Oh,
I remember
yeah,
that.
Terra.
Tara!
There we go.
Kaiju.
It's all coming together now.
We met. You guys got to the house. See?
Yeah.
No.
We
Yeah?
did?
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, blah, blah, blah.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, English right now. Because I almost called him Robin. Hey, Gio,
Yes.
the other kingdom is the Falsey, right? That's not where they're from.
We're
one that
in the
the
Falsey
Falsey
Kingdom
Kingdom.
right now.
Like, they had just got there, right?
Yeah, this is... You
Okay,
guys just
okay.
landed.
Yeah, they just got
Oh.
there, stopped by some people from the Falsey Kingdom, were like, hey, you can't come in because our princess is missing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, if you want to come in, then you should go get her. Oh, by the way, take this other guy that was caught sneaking in. Enter Jin. They went to go rescue the lady. His companion calls her Dirt Lady. She's like, what the fuck? My name is Tara. Tama keeps calling her Dirt Lady. They go back. Pretty sure that's what happened.
Sounds accurate.
Why did I use all Final Fantasy names? Why not? I've used more than Final Fantasy names, I'll have you know. I've used a wide variety of names. You just don't know the references, loser.
Down.
Dang, this hat looks good on me, you guys. Go.
Take it off. Hair reveal.
No, you've seen my hair.
Did you shave your head? Is that
You want to see my goddamn hair? Look,
Yeah.
it's just...
Now I gotta go back up. Wait, now I gotta go back
No,
up
it's
the switch.
just... See, it's just a little messy. That's all.
So?
It's just a little
Wait,
messy.
then
Just
why? Then why wear
fulfilling
the hat if it's
requests
not?
without people even donating. Shameless.
Hit that
What's
follow
next?
button now.
Showing
So it's
feet
a little-
without
Yeah, sure,
any
dude.
compensation.
Here, now it'll tell me when you're live.
I should dye my hair blue like what? Damn, what are my viewers,
Nope.
man? Okay, all right, hold on.
You're welcome.
All right, so
Fine without that. I don't know why you had it on in the first place.
I just wanted to have it on. All right, so
Put on backwards like a Pokemon trainer.
God, you know what? Well, maybe if you use your Twitch Prime subs. By the way, did you know that I don't even have Twitch partners, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I was like, it's like mad partners.
Haha, freaking amateur.
What are these?
What's the name of your character again? Anyway. Anyway, so to kind of go off that recap, yes, the group and the gang did arrive at the Fallacy Kingdom, where you arrived at the gate entrance, where you were immediately stopped by what looked to be an elderly sort of character. What is a gamer?
Oh wait, I'm a DM. I'm an idiot.
Thank you for catching that. As Ash so graciously explained, the elder explained that the queen has gone missing, and so the entrance was off limits to everyone until she returned. So you were rudely shaken away and put away and told to go find her. With the help of another traveler who had tried to sneak in, enter Jin, as Ash said. You went to this, God, I don't even remember what the enemy was. Was it a goblin? Was it an orc?
Encampment full of goblins.
It was
with
a goblin?
giant ogre.
And a
Because I
giant
remember that
ogre.
because Jin used a circle of spiky vines, and then Amber, no, not Amber.
Nargis?
Nargis, thank you. Nargis's character was like, hey, you know what else has a 20-foot radius?
Hee hee.
Yeah, basically. And we took out a bunch of them, and then it was like, the ogre was like, hey, stop that shit or we're gonna kill this lady.
Very nice, very nice.
And then the two himbos did it! They killed it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll stop interrupting, sorry.
Okay,
It's
okay.
yoga.
What is what? What is Sova? Character
Yoga.
from
Yoga.
Valorant.
Did you just
Oh,
ask what
yoga.
is yoga?
Is this assignment due in like 30 minutes
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, like-
Why?
It is.
Oh my god.
Yoga
What have you
is
been
a
doing all
series
day?
of stretches that help with flexibility and strength.
Okay, thank you.
Disappointed. What have you been doing all day?
Can I also get whatever credits or units associated with this class? I would also like to get credit for this exercise nutritional class.
Give them to us. Your credits, hand them over.
Yes.
Okay, so so we'll keep on going. So you guys continued to try to find this called queen. You eventually do find her in said encampment, where you guys made short work of all the enemies, and the queen so graciously found herself trapped. However, she was not trapped for long, as she immediately broke free and made short work of the ogre that was accompanying her. The queen introduced herself as said Queen Terra, not related to Terra of the Teen Titans or to anything Earth related. Her name is just Terra, by coincidence. And she introduced herself to you. You guys introduced yourselves to her. And we left off with all of you walking back to the Kingdom Gates. And that is where we are going to begin this week's episodes. You guys have been traveling the path for a little bit now, and we are going to come back to the Fallacy Gate entrance. And I don't have a day version of this map, so it is daytime, even though it looks like nighttime. So we begin here, and I just kind of threw you all there at the top, so feel free to reorient yourselves as needed. Really quickly, let me get something on the screen for you guys. 1 second, I apologize.
Are we at this health?
Whatever health you were at when the encounter happened. So I don't think anything changed since then. So if your health is at that health, then that's where you're at.
Okay.
All right, we'll use this. All right, so and Eldritch has already gone. So you begin this week's episode with the queen in tow, arriving at the gate. The old man that you saw before, who turned you all away, is still waiting here. As you come forward with the queen, he looks up and sees the queen and says, "Ah, Queen Tara, are you okay? Come here, please, please, please. Oh, please. Oh, I'm so happy you're safe." As Queen Tara comes forward and says, "Yes, yes, I'm fine, I'm fine. Believe me, they were no match for me." Speaking of which, however, I've heard that in my absence, you have once again closed off the gates. Why is that? The old man is just kind of is like, what do you mean? Our queen had gone missing. And Queen Tara gestures her hand to all of you behind her and says, "These wonderful adventurers had done nothing wrong and were just trying to come in and learn more about our kingdom. Isn't that right?" All right.
How it is, Queen.
All right. Cool. Good talk. Good talk. D&D's off to a great start tonight, guys.
You represent us well. Hear ye, hear ye.
And the old man says, "But Queen, you cannot expect me to just welcome any travelers into our gates in a time of dire need." At which the queen says, "Dire need? I was fine." And the other says, "We did not know. And then we have travelers coming here. We have him," pointing at Jin, "trying to sneak in the shadows of the night. And then we have this motley crew," and he gestures to all of you, "with two devil beings," and he points directly at Respira and Ven angrily.
Wow, that's racist, ain't it?
You really love to point.
How can you expect me to trust them after everything that had unfolded? And the queen's just kind of shaking her head like, goodness. Look, I know you mean well, and I appreciate that you were concerned for my well-being, but I am here. I was fine. I am always fine, and this group here played no small part in saving my life. Right, guys?
Yes.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Fact.
So, I order you to open the gates and let us all in, including everybody behind me. And the older man just looks at all of you and just kind of like a grunt of disapproval, like, "Fine." And he turns around and he motions at the guards at the end of the bridge to open the gate. And you hear the doors slowly creaking open as the gates of the Falsey Kingdom open wide. And then you all begin walking forward into what looks like a town square of sorts, if I remember where we were. Here we go. This was just a generic map that I put together. So you are all at the bottom, and again, I just kind of threw you all there, so reorient yourselves as needed. So you find yourselves in what appears to be a very bright, lively, bustling kingdom. It's very nice and sunny out. There are the sounds of markets and shops around you as you see many tall buildings with signs depicting what looks like inns, bars, specialty shops, anything that you would see in a major city surrounds you all here as the sound of a bustling, lively city envelops your ears. Queen Tara comes forward and says, "Well, I apologize for the initial mishap when you all arrived, but as the ruler of this kingdom, allow me to bid you all welcome to the Falsey Kingdom."
Looks like everything is still pretty fine, even though you were missing for a while.
Yeah, again, I swear that this was just something that I wanted to partake in. It looks like our town seems to be doing quite well. Probably due to our scholarly wizards, no doubt. I imagine that's what you're here for?
Uh-huh.
Ah, I see, I see. So, while we're here at this town square, why don't you tell me a little bit? So, I understand you're all from the Degenerate Outpost, that little trading port in between us and the uh, other kingdom across the pond. What is it exactly that you're looking for here?
We're looking for. Ooh. What is this? Is this Toontown?
No, it's not Toontown.
Oh.
It sure is.
What were you looking for? Probably clues to help our ravaged little outposts. We're
Right.
Just
Necromancy.
Yeah, the necromancy.
Necromancy? You mean that revolution army that that has been attacking you guys as a necromancer?
Yeah, he brought back dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, huh? Huh.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. I don't think
Would
I've...
have been epic if they weren't trying to kill us.
That's fair, that's fair. Interesting. Well, here at the Falsia Kingdom, one of the things we're most well known for is our Court of Magicians, which is I guess a funny little nickname given to our wizard university. We are known for the training of wizards and our vast knowledge of magics and wizardry. So I imagine that your little governor figured that if there was a necromancer, the best place to learn about it and how to deal with it would be here. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Going Hogwarts.
Only assume I'm not from there.
And what of you then, Jin? Since they were saying that you specifically were separate from this group and running around in the shadows of the night, what is it exactly that you wish to do here?
Venturing at the moment, trying to find, I suppose, a suitable place to settle at some point, but I'm still quite young, so I might as well just, explore while I can.
I see, I
Plus,
see.
sneaking in is much more fun than walking in through the front gates.
I see. Well, as the queen of this land, I suppose I do have a duty to tell you that trying to sneak into our kingdom is probably not the best idea, but I understand that we were not exactly with open arms at the time, so I suppose we'll let it slide for now, but as a formality, I do have to at least acknowledge that.
And as a formality, I will say I will likely ignore it, but thanks for the warning.
Very well, very well. I've never been one for formalities anyway. Anyway, so I am going to go ahead and follow up with the rest of our kingdom and make sure that our elderly council member over there hasn't run this place amok since I've been gone. Although it looks like the town has been thriving. No part, again, due to our Court of Magicians. So, why don't I lead you to them in the hopes that you can get what you need? How's that sound?
Lead away.
Very well, very well. And so you guys are going to be walking around the town. It is not like a long walk to the, I guess, destination that you're trying to go to, but you are going to be passing by some shops and markets, and you're going to be hearing people calling out, like, hello, hello, please, check our wares, check our wares. You need a place to stay? Check out the Don't Go Inn. We have a wonderful inn here for you to stay at. Only a couple gold pieces a night with all the entertainment you could ever ask for, and various other...
Entertain me.
various other call-outs and, I guess, places of interest. So as you guys are walking around, is there anything catching your eye or anything you guys are doing specifically before I just kind of fast forward you guys there?
carving tools.
I'm sorry, Ash, what did you say?
Trying to find a carving tool.
Ah, carving tools. Well, there is a carpenter shop along the way. You do see a sign. It looks like a little building, and there's a sign hanging out front with what looks like a little handsaw over a workbench as like a symbol to notate a carpenter / wood shop.
That works.
I see. So, if you wish to check it out, the group will make a quick pit stop. As you look in, you see a wide row of wooden workbenches and various carpenters of dwarves and humans working together, working on a wide variety of things. You also see what looks like some sort of ironworks towards the back of the building. As you come in, a very, very burly looking dwarf looks up and says, "Ha! A customer! Hello! What can I do ya?"
I'm just looking for some carving tools. Just something I can carry around.
Did you say carpenting tools or carving tools?
Thing.
Okay. Well, I have a regular old tool set here. This is just your typical traveler set. Has everything that you would need for a regular adventurer, such as yourself. Since it's pretty standard, I'd be more than happy to part with it for, I don't know, 5 gold pieces? Sorry, Ash, I didn't hear you again.
It just says done and hands him 5 gold.
Ah, very well, here you go. Tell me about the rest of you, quite the large group. Oh, and our wonderful queen! Hello, Queen Terra! And the queen just kind of nods and says, hello, just passing by. The rest of you looking around, or is there anything you wish to look at in this little ironwood workshop?
Let's go to the Don't Go In.
You would like to go to the Don't Go In? Alright, very well. If there's nothing else being done here, or if you wish to do anything, speak now. Otherwise, the group will continue on. Leo specifically hears someone mentioning about this fantastic inn called the Don't Go In, and they get quite interested. So you decide to take a quick peek and see what it looks like. The Don't Go In is actually, if you look at the map here, this specific building right here. It is a very tall, multi-story building. There's kind of what looks like one building and then kind of an attached building on the side, but it's like elevated. There's only like one floor and it's like the second or third floor. There is a big sign on the top of what looks like a frog resting on a lily pad, and it's above it is the words Don't Go In. As you enter, there is a tall looking half-elf, white hair, red eyes, smoking a cigarette. He looks at all of you, and he quietly puts the cigarette out on a little ashtray, and he says, "Welcome to the Don't Go In. What can I do ya?"
What forms of entertainment do you offer?
A hint of a smile appears on the edge of his lips as he looks at you with a sly look and says, "Well, that depends, madam. What kind of entertainment are you looking for?"
Exotic dancers.
I see. Well, if you're looking for that kind of entertainment, Summer and the rest of the dancers are here on the weekend nights, Friday through Sunday, from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m.
What day is it today?
Today is Thursday.
God damn.
What?
I continue to stay one
fucked up.
night at the
Well.
Don't Go In. Do you have any rooms available?
We always have rooms here at the Don't Go In. What kind of rooms are you looking for? A double? A triple? And as the half-elf continues to talk about pricing, the queen kind of interjects and says, "Excuse me, are you guys planning on staying here? I thought we were gonna go to the Court of Magicians."
Well, not anymore, since they won't be performing today.
So we have to spend the night here, and then it'll be Friday.
I did not realize that strippers were part of the.
Exotic dancers.
Excuse me, you're right.
Your
I did not.
Highness.
I did not realize that exotic dancers were part of the entourage goal
We
here.
just been through so much. You don't understand.
Don't
We
go
have
in.
to wait for a day anyway. Can't we just go take care of what?
Yeah, we can go to the magic school of wizardry.
Let me in with them just yet if this is what they're gonna do.
All right. So as the health elf bids you all adieu, you all continue to walk forward. And again, there's a wide variety of markets and shops. So if there's any other place that anyone is looking to visit, it is here. But otherwise, we are going to go ahead and keep going. You eventually reach a fork in the not like a fork, but the path kind of diverges, and you take one, and the queen leads you down a certain path, and you eventually reach what looks like a very tall, grand building, and there's these gigantic steps leading up to the building. It's this. Sorry, let me backtrack a bit. It's if you are familiar with like the DC area where there's like the 3 buildings and then that fountain, so you can go like visit like the big monumental buildings. It's kind of what this area looks like. So there's a path that leads to this very grand area where there are 3 buildings, all kind of facing each other, sort of, and then there's this just grand fountain in the middle. In the center area, in the middle between the two, is what looks like a large castle with ornate decorative flags flying around it and curtains draped over the walls. Queen Terra motions to this building and says, this is my castle. You guys are complaining. I never went on the DC trip either, all right? I was a poor ass 8th grader, okay? Anyway.
That's not fucking California.
So she said, this is my castle. This is where I think we will part ways for the time being. You will find me and Eldritch in this building over here. The Court of Magicians is that building over there, and she motions to the left side of the castle where you see another building that looks like it's as opposed to the castle. This one looks like a red brick, very grand, tall building, but from a glance, you don't actually know what kind of building this would be. It doesn't have the markings of a castle or of royalty, but it doesn't have like the sloped roof of what you would come to expect from like perhaps a shop or a regular home. Instead, it just looks like a very, maybe not mundane, but kind of hidden in plain sight brick building. The other building, the third one on the other side, is guess kind of like a concrete building with bars over the windows. And as Queen Terra motions over to that building is where we train the soldiers and also house our various military forces. So the Royal Guard that your friend Eldritch is captain of is housed there. Also, our Secret Service, I believe you've met Fang, is also housed there. So our different military departments, they are in that building. So here you kind of have the 3 main branches of the Fal'Cie Kingdom. The royalty, the magicians, and our military. Does that make sense?
Wow. Y'all are stacked.
Well, we are quite the large kingdom, and as one of the first settlers of this entire continental area, we've had a lot of time to expand and grow thanks to the many resources available. Although it does help that, again, our magicians, our wizards, play a big part in that. Regardless, however, you will find what you're looking for in that building over there, pointing at the brick building. And from here, I believe I will bid you adieu. It has been a pleasure meeting all of you.
Yes, thank you for your guidance, Queen.
Thanks, Kylie. Mama says, bye there, lady.
And with that, she will graciously walk her way up the steps, and you are left in that main area. Are you all gonna go enter the brick building now?
Yep, it's still Thursday.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so you are all going to enter this building. As you enter the building, you see what it just looks like a mundane sort of building. You enter and there's some sort of like lobby ahead of you. But as you walk forward, you feel a gust of wind, and all of a sudden the walls begin to move, and the wood around you shakes as the building inside begins to expand to unnatural proportions. And you soon find yourselves in a really long hallway. And we're going to go to this area now. And as the walls expand, you see flames spread up around you as candles are lit up, and tables suddenly appear before you, and shelves of books suddenly come sliding through on the side, and basically Hogwarts style, a gigantic library appears and is created before you. You also see a wide variety of people quietly walking around and or sitting in tables around you, either pouring in books or discussing quietly amongst themselves.
Wow. This is crazy. Who do we talk to?
I don't know. There are people all around you, and they're all wearing similar robes of sorts. Let's call them Hogwarts robes, because that could be akin to what they're wearing.
That's Dumbledore, not Gandalf.
Going to Mordor.
Wrong fantasy epic.
Damn. Well, let's go to that main wizard in the middle. Top middle. Approach.
Very well. As you all come forward, you look over, and as you keep going down the hallway, you see the various wizards just conversing and or looking quietly through their books. But at the end of the hallway, you see this kind of main area. You're not going to be over there, Leo. You're going to stay right there. Where you see two statues of a man and woman. The man is kind of sitting, kind of like the thinker, while the woman is standing and looking towards the bookcase. You also see this cauldron pot of sorts with blue flames lit up, and yet, however, you don't feel any heat emanating from it despite the large pot of fire. You also see what looks like pages floating around, kind of like as if it's being blown through a funnel throughout the little cauldron. In front of you is a tall man. You only see his backside, but he is wearing a robe with a hood over and a tall staff that he seems to be leaning on as he's looking over the flame. As you all come forward, looking at that, he turns around to reveal a elderly face, and he looks at you all with a curious look and says, well, hello there. To what do I owe the pleasure?
So gross.
Hello?
That's not quite the way to introduce yourself.
I forgot you had that.
The queen has led us here because the majority of us are from this outpost that was attacked by necromancers.
Ah,
We're
I
seeking
see.
information.
Interesting. Okay. Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Argus. I am the High Wizard here at the Court of Magicians. I overlook the entire school, I guess you could say. Excuse me, would you please take the little furry fox cat off the table, please? And he's going to make a little flick of his wrist, and Tama's going to begin floating off the table.
We'll take Tama into my hands and say that's quite rude.
It's also quite rude to put him on the table. But I digress. Anyway, yes, my name is Argus. This is the Court of Magicians. We are a wizardly school that focuses on training wizards and creating a library of magic spells and various magics across the land.
Bravo!
Thank you. Although, and he's going to, oh wait, fuck. And he's going to come forward and look at Respira. Argus has very, very bright blue eyes. That.
Ooh.
Oh, one second. Sorry, I messed up. He's going to have, and with his blue eyes, he's going to peer directly into Respira's eyes, and Respira, you're going to feel a slight shudder within yourself as he looks at you.
I hope he notices that I've written "help me" on my eyelids.
What the heck? I see. You are possessed. And you too. Looking at Ven.
Yes, we are
No, I'm not.
imbued with a curse.
I'm not possessed. I just have a new best friend.
Well, I'm glad that you at least appear to be on good terms. Pointing at Ven. And then going back to Respira. But you, though, you have quite the, I guess, party within you, don't you?
Tumultuous. I can't lead a normal life. People treat me like a dementia patient.
Well, let's see here. Well, unfortunately, I can't help you with the being inside you, but I don't know if you've noticed, but there is another voice that has become a part of you as well. And he is going to grab the little brooch that's around your neck and the little jewel that's attached to it. Do you know that there is another voice in this?
Ah, yes. She has taken the back seat. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yes. The reason you may not have heard from her is because, well, the typical conscience can only have so many voices before it becomes overloaded. And when your little god-being friend took residence, your other resident essentially was kicked out.
So is this necklace useless?
I don't know about useless, but unfortunately, you do not have the capability to have both of them reside in you at the same time.
Well, can I return at least one of them and then be free? Kind of.
Well, Again, unfortunately, I can't do anything about the god being inside you, as gods are sentient beings well outside the realm of magics. In fact, they're the reason we have magics in the first place, so to try to mess with him would only invite catastrophe, I'm afraid. However, that jewel you have, to you it is harmless, useless as you mentioned, but in the hands of someone else, it could be useful.
Okay. Do I need to find someone who can use this?
I don't know. Well, And he's looking at you with a deep, pondering gaze. The person in that jewel attached herself to that jewel because she felt a strong connection with you. Perhaps curiosity or excitement. Do you remember why she gave it to you?
I was probably flirting with her.
I see. Well, in the right hands and in the right context, she could be a great asset, and she could be very helpful to your party. However, be careful who you give it to. If she does not have that same connection with that person as she did with you, she may not connect the same way. And then, who knows what could happen? She could remain idle, like she is now, or she could do things that may not be to the benefit of you. Does that make sense?
Sadly, yes.
Good. Well, unfortunately, I don't know your party, but I believe I will leave it to you and your judgment as to who you'd perhaps give that to. However, I would avoid your other friend there, and he points at Ven, as she is in the same boat as you. She would not be able to take that jewel, because unfortunately she is also housing another friend.
Yes.
Very well. I apologize for that. I just saw it, and I just wanted to make sure you were aware. I hope you do not mind me meddling with your belongings like that. I apologize.
Oh, it's over.
Very well. Well then, so... Please, would you mind filling me in? You mentioned you were looking for a specific magic. What is it about this magic? What did you see? Was it used against you? So that I could help you as best as I can.
Well, all kind of experienced. I mean, minus Jin. Our outpost being attacked by hordes of dinosaurs.
I'm sorry. Dinosaurs?
Yep. And we know those aren't, supposed to be alive.
I see. Yeah. Interesting. So this is a necromancer you're dealing with, then?
Yes.
Can you tell me more about this necromancer? Any weird traits, looks, or habits, anything that you may know of this person?
They're a dark elf. I don't really remember what they look like.
Does anyone else remember? Or have anything that they can remember about this necromancer?
No, not me, not then.
That's all
Then,
I got.
then,
What?
tell him about the skull.
What skull?
What he was wearing.
He was wearing a skull, apparently, according to my new best friend.
Oh, god damn it. Hold on. A skull, you said? And he has a very, very furrowed look in his brows, like he's thinking really hard. Tell me, was the skull... Was he wearing some sort of, like, fur robe with what looked like a deer skull or some sort of skull with antlers?
Yes.
He sighs and says, "Ah, I see. I know who this necromancer is, unfortunately." Really quick, because apparently nobody remembers, this was the image I shared of the necromancer. Oh, it's too big. Again, curse you, Discord! I don't
Why
know.
you can't post your images? I can post my...
Because it says it's too big. I don't know how to make it smaller. But I also literally just ripped it from the internet, so I don't know why it's so big.
Just, if you read it from the internet, just put the link. And it'll show up as a preview.
Yeah, but I ripped it and then saved it, so I wouldn't have to, like, keep track of the links, so...
Got it.
Let me... Here, hold on one second. Let me do this really quick, then. Hold on. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I'm just gonna do it in the game. Sorry, technical difficulties. But I promise I'm gonna get it working. I didn't realize this would be an issue because I didn't realize everybody would fucking forget. But it's okay.
It wasn't there!
Do we ever remember?
Me neither.
I wasn't allowed to say anything, I wasn't there.
But you were a viewer. You were there in the third party.
Yeah, but that's Jin. Jin wouldn't know.
Ah.
Did we? No.
What I was gonna say, don't Jin get the flashback?
I remembered it was a skull
Rain blast?
or something.
Let's
Or
see.
something.
Alright, well, let me see if I saved it here. I did not save it here, so go me.
Yes, King.
Alright, you know what? We're just gonna... You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna ignore the picture. Okay, so... Argus looks at you all with a furrowed brow. Yes, I know who this person is. You see, here at the Fallacy Kingdom, I mentioned previously that we take a lot of pride in our wizard school. And the reason for that is because we put a lot of effort in finding the best wizard candidates around. We find people with a strong affinity for magic. And this wizard you speak of, this necromancer, is actually from the school. He's actually not a dark elf. He is a regular being.
Okay, Lord Voldemort.
His name is
Tom Riddle?
Emilrith.
Oh,
Spell it. Please, spell it.
Emilrith? There you go. That's a capital I. Anyway, he's not a dark elf. His name is Emilrith. He was a student we took in many years ago because he showed a very strong affinity for magic. And his thirst for knowledge almost rivaled my own. His connection with the magic is strong, and his knowledge slowly grew larger and larger until he was one of the top scholars here at the school. However, his thirst for knowledge remained, and he began to dabble in magics that we could no longer condone.
Wow. How was he able to learn with such restricted magic?
Well, here at the school I mentioned that besides educating future wizards, we also try to keep a vast library of the vast magics all across the world. Not just the magics here, but any recorded magic occurrence anywhere. As such, we have a wide variety of magics stored in our library. However, not all the magics are magic that should be taught. Do you understand?
They don't even have a restricted section.
Yes, that is essentially it. It is a restricted magic because because the capabilities of said magic could wreak havoc, and in the wrong hands could endanger many lives. So, we barred certain types of magic from being taught, and Emorith ignored these warnings and dabbled in magic that he should not have touched, including this necromancy magic that you mentioned. Necromancy is a magic that we do not teach. It is forbidden. It is a perversion of the natural state of life and death.
I see. Well, surely in this library we'll be able to find out how we can counter or prevent his necromancy?
You do not need to look any further. Allow me to be of assistance. You see, when learning necromancy, you have to bind yourself to the type of being that you are trying to control. You see, necromancy is not bringing the dead back to life like many people believe. It is merely taking pieces of your soul and injecting it into a bodily being and controlling it like a puppet. So, necromancy is not bringing back the dead, but merely putting pieces of your soul into these empty vessels, so you can treat him like a puppet master, controlling these dinosaurs with his own being. And in order to do that, you have to have a strong connection with the vessels that you are putting your soul into. Does that make sense so far?
Wait, but how does one have a strong connection with dinosaurs? Assuming, this is assuming that are dinosaurs extinct in this world?
They are. That is a fair question. How does one have a strong connection with a creature that has been dead for many, many years? And the answer to that, unfortunately, I do not know. How he has been able to bring back dinosaurs of all beings is something that's a bit beyond me. That is something that Emorith has done on his own. However, I can at least teach you how the necromancy magic works. So there are two things. One, as I mentioned, is the strong innate connection with the type of being you are trying to pour yourself into. And when I say strong connection, it does not necessarily mean a strong physical connection, but it can be a strong mental connection as well. A sense of longing, a sense of familiarity, any type of mental bond that you have is a way for your soul to be transferred into that type of being. The second thing you need is a sort of magical artifact. This magical artifact allows you to break pieces of your soul off without bringing any harm onto yourself. Our souls are fragile beings. I'm sure you are all aware. If you try to tamper or mess with your soul, it can cause irreparable harm to yourself. You can also not have multiple souls within you at the same time, for the souls will not be able to coexist with one another. The only reason the gods are able to stay with you like that is because they are gods. They transcend the laws of these magics because it comes directly from them. So, however, when you die, your soul moves on to another plane. It cannot just transfer to another living being and just take over. That's not how that works. So, you need an artifact that allows you to break off just the teeny tiny pieces of your soul, enough to give primal life into these beings. They have life, but they do not have their own soul. It is just a very small fragment that allows them to live, to breathe, and to have primal instincts to kill, to live, to fight, but nothing more. This artifact takes a lot of time to prepare, and a lot of things are needed to create it. But once it's created, it must stay on your body at all times. It can look like anything. It can look like a jade. It can look like a sort of wristwatch. But you will know what that artifact is when you see it. It'll be glowing green, and it'll look almost like it's sapping the life out of him. That's how you'll know. If you can separate that from him, you will be able to break his bond and sever the necromancy magic.
Well, how is he able to continue doing that? Does he have to heal every time he's summoning?
You are correct. You can't just keep breaking up your souls, no matter how small the pieces you are breaking. I'm sure that when you fought him, he eventually retreated, correct? He must recover his soul. He must allow it to recuperate and regain itself. Hence, he will probably not attack again anytime soon, as he needs time to recover. So that is another option, to slowly cause him to reach that limit and go past that limit until he loses himself and loses his soul. However, that should be your last resort. You do not know, not even I know, how many times he can break off his soul, especially if he is willing to risk his own life to keep doing so. He could pour his entire being into these dinosaurs. The best course of action that I can recommend is to find that artifact and to tear it off him. However, to tear it off him is no easy task. It is bound to him. It is a magical artifact. To break it off, you will need a strong counter magic. I will teach one of you that magic.
Okay, looks like a job for a warlock or a cleric. What is Namaya's job? Class? Wizard? Something like that.
As he says that, and you're all discussing with yourselves as to what exactly this could mean, then you hear a voice inside you. It needs to be you, then.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Listen, I may not like you. You may not like me. But this necromancy magic is a perversion of the state of life and death, as this man has told you. And that perversion is a spit in the face of everything that I represent. I will not allow this to continue. It must end, and you must be the one to do it. Do it, and I will help you.
No, I don't want to.
So, who would like to learn this magic? It is not an easy magic spell, allow me to warn you. You yourself will become dabbled in the art of soul magic, because you must be strong enough in your soul to draw out that magical artifact that is essentially leeching off of his own soul. So you must have a strong enough presence for the artifact to come to you, and then be sturdy enough to hold on to it without it leeching off of you now. So, who will I teach this to? Who said that?
Not it.
Where is Leo? Oh, I see Leo now. So, Leo, are you volunteering?
Yes.
Do you even know magic?
No.
I see. Here. Would you mind coming here really quick? And he's gonna come over to the pot of fire. Do me a favor.
Oh, goblet of fire. I already know what it is.
Goblet of fire.
Do me a favor, please. Oh, don't climb that way. And he's going to flick his staff, and you're going to float back over this way, suspended in the air. In order to learn this magic, you must have a strong affinity for magic. After all, this is a wizard school. So, what is your name? Leo. Pleasure, Leo. Please do me a favor and put your hand over the cauldron.
Okay.
And what are you going to do? Sorry, Amber, I can't really hear you that well. What are you going to do?
Put it slowly reach out, and then just put it on.
Okay. As you reach and put your hand out over the flame, I need to turn the ribbon bot down a little bit. As you put your hand over the flames move on their own, actually. As you put your hand over the cauldron, the fire almost looks like it's scooting away from you as the fire moves away from your hand and begins moving all the way to the other side of the bowl. So instead of slowly encompassing the bowl, it is now just on one side. And as you keep trying to move around it and put your hand over it, no matter what you do, every time you reach out, it's almost like magnets when they repel each other. No matter how far you reach, the fire never reaches you. In fact, it just keeps moving away from you.
Bitch, come back.
Damn, I guess you're just not the one, Leo.
I see. Unfortunately, it appears that magic may not be your strong suit, as the fire here does not take too kindly to you. I am sorry, Leo, but I do not believe you will be able to learn this magic.
It's okay, Leo.
Now,
Specifically have to be somebody that can use magic already.
yes. Or someone who has a strong natural affinity for magic. They may not know any magic, but they can have an affinity for it.
Oh, that's Namaya then, right?
I don't know about this one.
Do
Take the damn magic spell, Ven!
I have no affinity for magic, that's why I have an imp.
But you have me.
Do I really? Do I really?
Did I not offer my services to you if you took this? Are you going to back away from the words of a god?
A volunteer's tribute.
Oh! Hello. And who are you?
Someone who's being peer pressured, or rather pressured by a god.
You can do it, Ven.
I'm Ven. I have no affinity for magic. Yet I volunteered.
Let me see. And he's going to come forward and look at you. Ah, I see. You have a helper, don't you? What is his name? Is he an incubus? An angel? An imp? How is he helping you?
Which one are we talking about? Who are we talking about?
Your little warlock companion.
What's his name? Zero.
Ah, I see. And he is helping you. But you also have another being inside you. This could work. Come with me to the not the goblin, the cauldron of fire, please.
Goblin.
Hogwarts sees Dumbledore. That's the Goblet of Fire. Ben, did you put your name in it?
Come, join me, Fen. Now, just as Leo did before you, will you please put your hand over the cauldron?
I bet you can't do it either.
Listen, I was hoping I wouldn't have to. Okay, it's over.
As you put your hand over the cauldron, the fire backs away slowly, but like a dog that's curious over something it's never seen before. The fire, almost like it's a living being, slowly begins to swirl around your hand, almost like it's curious. The fire then begins to slowly envelop your hand and swirls over your arm up to your elbow. Yet you feel no heat. The bright light of the flame is grows ever brighter to the point where you have to cover your eyes with your other hand as your hand slowly becomes engulfed in the flame and swirls around you. And the bright blue light of the flame slowly begins to flash a very bright green. What do you do, Ven?
I kind of just like stare at it and then ask what I'm supposed to do next.
Pull your hand away.
Okay, I pulled it away.
As you pull it away, the flames follow it, and you see that your hand, your right. What hand did you use?
Left.
Your left hand. The flame has engulfed your hand and is swirling around your arm, like a trail of fire swirling around your arm, all the way up from the tips of your fingers to your elbow. As you pull your hand out, the flames continue to travel all across your hand, and then it slowly begins to dissipate. But as it dissipates, you see writing engraved onto your arm now. The writing is in a language that you do not recognize, but you feel no pain coming from it, but you feel a weird tingling sensation in your arm. Ah, interesting. It appears that you are able to learn this magic. You have become not a vessel, but your soul has reacted to the cauldron and has shown that it is capable of being strong enough to take these flames and make it its own. I will teach you this magic. Now, come with me. And he's going to lead you back to the rest of the group. Now, I will teach this one the magic. However, it will take time, and I will need some things. I would like to give you, if you do not mind, a quest to fetch these items. I would also recommend, while you do it, to ask around and see if some of the other wizards around here could use some things as well. They will reward you properly, and not with the typical gold and monetary rewards that you would typically see in other lands. Although, if you are looking for gold, they can give you that as well. But here, at the Court of the Magicians, we reward people with magic. And if you help us, we would be glad to offer you something that may help you in your journeys. Regardless, however, I need something in order to teach them this spell, and that is the Eye of a Cyclops. I need a Cyclops eye in order for them to learn the counterspell.
So we're on a fetch quest.
I guess you could look at it that way if you wish.
That's what you said.
Yes, I need a Cyclops eye. I cannot teach them if I do not have one. So, if you procure one, I will teach her the magic, and I will be sure to reward you properly beyond that. And as I mentioned, there are other wizards and perhaps other people within the town you could help as well. I know you have no obligation to do so, but as the High Wizard and as a citizen of this kingdom, I am always looking out for its well-being. If you help us, we will always help you in return.
So, where can we find the Cyclopses?
Allow me. And he's going to take a map, and he's going to mark certain areas around the kingdom. The Cyclops reside in these different areas. If you go to any of them, and he's marked 3 different ones, like 3 different areas all within the outskirts of the city. Like outside the city, sorry. You go to any of these 3 places and you will find the Cyclops. In terms of the eye, I just need the eye. So please try not to harm it.
Okay. But Cyclops only have one eye.
That they do.
So they must be okay with blindness?
The Cyclops will not take too kind to having their eye taken out. However, they are hostile by nature, and will try to attack you when they see you. Normally, we advise travelers to stay far away from the Cyclops encampment. However, for the purpose of this, we need that eye.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Got him.
Got him.
Do you have any further questions for me?
So you've been to the Don't Go In?
You mean that little inn over near the entrance of town? Well, as a citizen of this town, I cannot say I've personally stayed in their rooms. However, I have had drinks there, and it is a lovely place, as it says, entertainment.
sweet.
I heard it was founded by a bunch of ragtag people.
It is a place that is quite proud of its history. I'm sure that Health Elf there would be more than happy to tell you more. As for whether I would like to join the Maya, first of all, I don't know who this Dumbledore is.
Oh
Second,
yeah, what's your name?
my name is Argus.
Oh shit!
I believe I've said that already.
His name is Albus.
I'm not even tripping on anything. Oh my god.
Not even real right now.
Okay. Well, I will have to pass on the don't go in. However, I can recommend it. It is a fun place. It is a lively place, and I'm not sure what it is you're looking for, but they have different strokes for different folks.
Yummy.
Very well. If there is anything else, please let me know. Otherwise, I will wait here for all of you.
Okay. Bye, Albus.
Thank you, Argus, for your help.
No, it's Albus.
Of course. And I think on that note, let's take a quick 10-15 minute break. Is that okay with everyone?
Yes.
Alright, so let's come back like 10-20. Is that cool?
Yeah. Break. Damn, son. I swear I was listening. so much information
When you
was
asked,
happening.
I was like, what is his name? I know. I'm sorry. I was just so zoned out.
My single brain cell vibe has reached through the Discord and just wiped all memory from the past 15 minutes from Nargis.
I had
I
no
was
clue
so
what was going
shocked
on.
when you said his name again. I was like, oh shit. I thought he didn't say his name. Holy shit. Oh god.
Head empty. My thoughts head empty.
Head fucking empty. I'm like looking at the clock. Is it fucking Friday or what? Yeah, break time.
It got pretty bad, like, really quick.
No, it didn't.
Oh,
Okay,
riveting.
This season was
but-
bad.
When you were saying it got bad, you meant plot-wise.
True.
Yeah, but the porn was still there, and it's always been there.
It's always there.
It is. You kind of learn to like look past it and like.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Anime for the plot of the plot.
The plot.
The plot.
Jiggling.
Looking back, like I think a lot of people are kind of like, no, you know, it's fine. Like the story's really good, and I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. But now that I'm seeing all this again, I'm like, wait a second.
There's no.
It's not even that bad.
Wait, hello?
I mean, I've seen clips of some anime where it looks straight up just like hentai. But
Oh,
I mean,
Taylor
there's
knows about that, right?
Taylor,
Taylor?
Fuck.
Taylor, I just want to know your like anime spectrum. So I just want to know what kind of spectrum you're using where Shokugeki is not bad. Like, what is bad?
All the ones that she's recommended. She's like, oh yeah, I've seen that one. Oh yeah, I know that one. Taylor, don't even.
High School DxD.
Did you actually watch High School DxD?
I can confirm that she.
Season?
You guys, I've been streaming
haven't
all of
watched
this.
all
You know
of
that,
it.
right? Like, this is all. This is all on stream.
The shirt tucked like that.
titties, 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 ass and titties.
Oh, Taylor.
I don't like you guys. Why do you guys always like out?
I don't know. You were
I
dragged.
like Shokugeki's not that bad. We just had to.
It's not. They don't show anything.
Taylor's like
It's pretty damn
in the
close, though.
JJ, so therefore, very
What?
good show. Whoa.
What is this?
Oh yeah.
Is
so
this
out of
the anime where they brush the teeth?
This is
No.
so
What is this?
contact. This is nothing. This is literally nothing.
Do you like the rainbow?
This is nothing.
Taylor's just scrambling right now.
This is a really good show. This is a really good
You
show.
shouldn't have said that.
This
Really
is
good
the-
show.
For the people on stream who would like to see what we're talking about.
It's the
Why you
irregular
have to show the
at
stream.
Magic
No,
High
it's
School.
okay.
I did anyway.
Oh my
What?
What is this?
No, no, we're not doing this. We are absolutely not doing this.
What is this? I don't know what that is.
Toothbrush seed.
What is that?
Toothbrush seed.
Alright, I'm opening this up on the other monitor so that this does not pop up because I don't want to get banned. This is already going really badly.
You wouldn't get banned.
This is a good show, by the way. The irregular.
Monogatari.
No, not that one. I've never seen that one.
Oh, the
I
incest.
believe any of you.
The incest show is a great
Wait.
show, huh?
Which one?
Which incest show? Oh, okay. Well,
Taylor, you are outing yourself, Taylor.
well,
Which
this is
show?
worse than
I meant
furries.
which show are we talking about?
Wow, this clip that you sent is actually awful. That
It's such a
this-
classic.
this is so bad. Holy shit.
It's a classic.
I can't trust anyone's anime recommendations from this chat anymore.
No, I have really good recommendations.
Thank you.
Oh. This whole time I thought Amber was sending all of these. I was like, Jesus
it's
Christ,
Amber.
Amber! Like, how do you know?
No! Oh wait, that's not Amber? Oh, I think that's even worse. Wait, who is it Andre?
It's Andre on Amber's account because they're sharing a computer right now.
Wait, Andre. Yeah, no, the irregular is good.
Okay.
I don't think anyone says you.
What about that one scene where they're like shooting a gun, and then like the woman's titties are like bouncing
Ah.
as she's shooting the gun?
What is that called? High school. I know which one you're talking about. Also a pretty good one. Taylor, I'm sure you've seen it.
I'm sure I have to, but what are we talking about?
High School of the Dead.
Nope, never seen it.
Ah, yeah.
This is right up your alley, Taylor.
No, I don't have an alley.
You
Listen,
do.
You can tell a person
It's not an alley, it's the
taste
whole
from their top
neighborhood.
5. Their top 5 favorite shows will tell you everything.
No,
Just
that
because
doesn't.
that's true. Just because I've watched this doesn't mean like I have a bad taste. I just watch everything.
Huh?
Wowie. Taylor's an encyclopedia for anime.
Okay, so let's come back. Let's bring it back. Alright, so we left off the break with... So, Argus has explained to you what he needs and what he plans to do. He also suggested, while you're doing this, it may be a good idea to ask around, as there may be other people who could use some help and may be able to offer rewards. So, what happens now?
Any notable figures milling about this hall to ask?
Well, you see, and you may see that there is a wide variety of people walking around. Some are sitting, some are standing. They all look very friendly, like you could strike up a conversation with any of them. So, it's just kind of, but you don't really have anything that like distinguishes them from anything else.
Did we get the map?
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys know where to go to find the Cyclops, at least.
Cool. What kind of, like, rewards do we get for helping these people?
Magic rewards.
As Argus, yeah, as Ash and Argus said, so Argus said that doing favors in this kind of town where there is a wizard school will get different types of rewards than you would normally get in like a regular place, because normally you would just get some sort of monetary reward, but here they reward people with magic. Although if you are looking for a monetary reward, they can offer that instead if that's what you really want.
Okay. Do we see anyone that looks like they're struggling or in need of help?
Well, if you're looking for any... Well, how about you roll perception?
Okay, time to perceive. Let us perceive.
Ooh, okay. Well, perceiving, you look like that everyone, again, as I mentioned, everybody looks friendly. There's nobody that has any sort of standoffish demeanor or anything that would suggest that they do not want to be talked to. However, you also notice, thanks to your very keen perception, that there are some people who do stand out. The person, for instance, right here, appears to be in deep thought, like they're really trying to contemplate something and that they're struggling with something. The other person over here who has a book in front of them also looks like that they are heavily contemplating something. And you can see that he's talking to himself like he's trying to create a list or something, or trying to think of something in his head.
Let me help this person.
Sure. So how do you approach them?
Excuse me. It seems like you're in deep thought, and I just thought maybe you could use some help. Do you need help?
Oh, yeah! Oh, shit. Wait. Yeah! Oh, yeah! Yes, I do! Oh, thank you so much. Yes, hello. My name is Alfred. I am a wizarding student here, and I'm having a terrible time with my studies here.
Alfred.
Yes, Alfred. What's your name?
Goodbye.
Jude.
Okay. Interesting.
It says your computer's dying.
Oh, okay. Well, if you wish, I have a favor I would like to ask, and I would be more than happy to reward you if you could help me.
Or what do you need to be done?
Well, you see, as part of my wizarding studies, I am in charge of creating this potion. And for the potion, I need certain ingredients. However, I'm so swamped with my studies that I don't have the time to gather these ingredients. Most of the ingredients are just in the marketplace, but there is one ingredient that you would need to gather outside the kingdom. If you could bring it to me, I would be more than happy to give you an enchantment.
What kind of item would that be that's lurking outside the kingdom?
Well, here's what I need, and I would be more than happy to give you the gold for the pieces that you need to buy. And he gives out a bag. So from the shop, I would just need 2 quail eggs and a plank of wood. You can easily find that inside the marketplace. In terms of what I would need outside, I would need 5 petals from an orchid flower.
Ooh.
I can do that.
Yes. Do you have a map?
I think we just got one.
Perfect. Here, allow me to mark for you. Orchids are pretty rare around here, but I can show you at least where they grow. And he marks 2 different places on the map. So you can find them here. I just need 5 petals, and if you can bring that along with the 2 other things, the 2 quail eggs and the 1 plank of wood, I'll be able to create this potion, and I will give you a magical enchantment in turn. Is that a fair deal?
Sure.
Thank you. Again, my name is Alfred. I'll be right here.
Alright, study hard, Alfred.
Thank you. And side quest obtained.
Yippee.
So I mentioned that there were other people who could use some help as well.
No, we don't help them.
Am I supposed to approach them, or...?
One's enough.
Well, you are a party of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm sending Tama to talk to people.
Tama? Okay.
Doesn't like talking to people.
Well, there are
So
other...
she-
Okay, so sorry, go ahead.
No, just that Tama talks for him.
Okay. So is Tama actually approaching people, or are you just telling me that? Okay.
People, they're gonna run up to people and just kind of like, "Do you need help?" kind of thing.
So who is Tama approaching right now then?
Person across, or not? I guess the diagonal from Alfred.
All right. So then what? I'm sorry. What did Tama say while approaching?
Will jump on the chair next to them if it's pulled out and ask if they need help with anything, because her master is going on a quest, like a gathering quest right now.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Says this person right here. Oh Jesus! Scared me. I'm sorry. Are you some sort of magical companion? Some sort of animal companion?
Familiar.
Familiar. Interesting. Well, I actually don't need much help right now. I am just trying to study for my final exams, so I appreciate
Okay, good
the
luck.
offer.
And she runs across the
Oh,
table.
but wait, I believe the person over there next to me, and points right here, I believe they could, I made them bigger. This person could use some help over there.
Enlarged to them. She says, "Thank you," and then she runs across the tables. Knowing it's kind of rude already, but she doesn't care.
Oh my god!
She'll stop like next to. I don't know if they actually have a book, but
Yes,
she's gonna
there
stop
isn't actually a book there.
Okay. So she's gonna stop just before the book and kind of like, "Hi,
Ah!
do you need help with anything?"
Oh my god! You know it's rude to climb on the table like that? Oh my god, I'm trying to study here. Jesus.
I'm aware of that already. I was told,
And you still did it.
but I'm an animal.
Okay. Actually, yes, I could use some help, if you would be so kind.
What do you need?
Well, you see, I need to, as part of my research project, I need to do some research in a nearby cemetery. However, I am quite weak in terms of my attack magic, and there are ghosts that are prowling around the cemetery. These ghosts are a bit hostile, and unfortunately, I do not have the capability to drive them away. However, if you were to drive them away and allow me to do my research there, I would be happy to reward you.
How far is the cemetery?
Do you have a map?
Respira!
Yes, we have a map.
Tama yells for Respira and kind of like pats her paws really hard, like on the table.
Where did you go? Here is the map.
The man will take the map and mark up where the cemetery is. It's like right on the outskirts of the village. Okay, the outskirts is right. The cemetery is right here. There are some ghosts there. If you drive them away and then come back and let me know, I will be happy to reward you with some magic. How about that?
Okay. What's your name?
My name? My name is Drake.
Drake. Okay. I'll tell my mom.
And Josh.
Yeah, do you have a brother named Josh?
No, but I have a sister named Megan.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Are you gonna be in the same spot when we get back? In this exact same chair?
Yes.
Okay. It makes my small animal brain easy to find.
Very well. Thank you so much. And please, do learn not to jump on the table.
She jumps down into his lap and then onto the floor.
Ah!
Like, really hard.
You just hear a loud, like, oof and a yell.
She looks up at Respira.
Well done.
Do we need more people?
There are still people around. You are welcome to try and talk to them and see if they offer anything.
She jumps off the banister.
So this banister is actually on a slightly elevated area. So, okay, so because he said, I think you said jump off, but they're on a higher.
Jumps down.
Jumps up, I guess. Up.
Oh, up.
Yeah.
She jumps up.
Okay, so yeah, so you see like you see some people around here too. Like there's
these
this.
stairs go up, not down.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. She can't do that far, so she'll just run up the stairs.
Okay, so there's some people here as well. You see this person right here who was like walking, and then there's also this trio conversing.
She kind of like runs past this person, stops halfway, turns around and says, "Do you need help with anything?"
Oh my god, a talking animal! Oh dear, tell me, how did you do this kind of magic? Are you a sentient being?
I'm a familiar. Don't a lot of wizards get familiars?
Yes, but here at this specific school, talking animals can come from a wide variety of means, familiars being a common one, but as someone who's been researching a lot into this, I've come across multiple different ways of creating, I guess, talking animals, so to speak. So you're a familiar. Ooh, interesting. I don't need help per se, but are you looking for quest work or for rewards of some kind?
She looks down at Respira from the top and says, "What are we looking for?"
Looking for a bunch of things now. We have to find orchid petals and what else was there?
Wood.
Wood, yes.
I guess anything. She looks back at the person talking to her.
Ah, well, unfortunately, I don't have any sort of need for a fetching quest of sorts. However, if you're looking for rewards, Alfred and Drake were discussing needs that they have, if you haven't already talked to the two of them. And the three people ahead of me, they were conversing about something that may be of interest to you. They were conversing about something they knew about a trove of magical items or something along those lines. It may be best to ask them about it.
Thank you, person. And she runs over here.
Of course, of course. So, is Tama gonna run over to those three people?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just call them 1, 2, and 3. They are chatting, and they are talking in a lively, jovial manner. They don't seem to be in secret or anything like that, but
Are
they're
you
just...
about to roleplay as 1, 2, and 3 all at the same time?
Are you role playing as a fucking cat, you furry? Yeah, I'm about to role play as 3 different people. What of it?
She's a familiar.
And you're playing a cat.
She's a red panda. What the hell? She gives me advantage on climb checks. Fuck off.
I apologize. Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, and 3 are conversing and don't really seem to notice that there is now a red panda in their midst.
She'll slam her paws on the hardwood floor.
Ah! Ooh! Oh my goodness!
Wow, everyone here's so jumpy.
Well, it's not every day you see a red panda coming around. Oh, yes. Is that what this is, a red panda? I don't think that's native to our lands. No, it's not at all. Are you a familiar?
Yeah, how'd you guess? No one seems to know that I'm a familiar at all in this magical school of wizards that always get familiars.
Well, for starters, in the library, no familiars are allowed, so we're not expecting to see animals around here. Isn't that right, number 2? Because I don't have names for them yet. Oh, yes, number 1. Number 3. What is a red panda?
He's British.
Number 3. Number 2. A red panda is an animal native to the lands over west. You will not find any here, so this is quite the treat. Hello, Mr. Red Panda. Do you have a name?
Tama.
I'm sorry, did you say Tama? Tama?
Tama, you fuck.
This one has quite the tongue. Yes, yeah. Fuck.
I'll bite yours off.
I'm not keeping this consistent. This one has quite the tongue, don't you think, number 3? Yes, this Tama has quite the tongue. Anyway, how can we help you, little familiar?
Do you need help with anything?
My
My master's going on a fetch quest.
Number 1, do you need any help? Number 3, I do not need any help, but, if you're looking for items, perhaps number 2 can help you out. Number 2, that's me. If you're looking for help, Alfred and Drake were so behind in their studies. I'm sure you could help them catch up. As for us, we were just discussing something else. Would you like to perhaps learn of our little finding that we had recently?
Sure, why not?
Why don't you tell them, number 3? Yes, of course, number 2. You see, Tema, there is, something
I will bite you.
Do try.
No.
Anyway, there, and then number 3 will continue. As we were discussing, there is something that we found recently on the outskirts while we were on an excavation trip. You see, we found this cave, and we think it may have been a leftover stronghold from aeons past, as there was quite the intricate magical enchantment blocking anybody from entering. However, we are a school of magicians, of wizards, so of course we were able to bypass it. And inside there was quite the enchantment of items. There was some interesting magical items. However, we were not able to look for very long as it was part of a school trip and we had to get back. Now, that being said, there were some wards in place to ward people away, and it would have taken us some time to get through it. You know, the usual. Illusions, perhaps, magical traps where if you step here and there may be some danger involved. Isn't that right, number 1? Yes, number 3, you are right. There were some wards in place, so it may be a dangerous place. However, if you are familiar of an adventurer, it may be of interesting note for you to check out anyway, as I'm sure danger is right up your alley.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Isn't that right, number 2? Yes, number 1. You are correct. Yeah, so there were like some wards, there were some things, so, do keep out for the illusion traps. There are some there, If you see your dead friend, that's not your friend. That's probably an illusion. But,
I think all my friends are dead.
I hope they don't push you to the edge. Anyway, if you can get past that, it looked like there was quite the trove, because after all, those magical enchantments wouldn't be there if there was nothing to protect. So, if you wish to check it out, by all means, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Ah,
Then she runs over here.
as Tama runs away, excuse me, number 3 calls out, "Ah, excuse me, Miss Tama, would you not like to know where it is at least? I believe I haven't marked it on the map for you. Do you have a map? I would be happy to give it to you."
Respira! I need the map.
Okay. Coming over to this trio.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Are her eyes red? Are those veins popping out of her face?
You're being fucking racist right now.
No. Tieflings are here all the time. I have no harmful nuances with tieflings, but
Then
you,
why are you commenting on her eyes and her veins? What if they're natural? You don't know.
those are definitely not natural, Miss Tama. As a student of the magic arts, I know that is a sign that something is dwelling inside her. Excuse me, miss, is something wrong with you?
Wow.
Will you be able to help me?
Yeah, can you help her? If you can't help her, I'd keep your mouth shut.
And at that point, number 1 and number 2 are kind of like, excuse our friend. Yeah, sorry. Number 3 is kind of a dick. Don't mind him. He's just, how do you put it? Very, yes, that. Stubborn as well. All he cares about is his research. So he sees you, and all he sees is a fantastic research subject. So sorry, we try to keep him in check. And that's number 1 talking, and number 2 is like, yeah, oh my god, I'm so sorry. So please don't mind him. He's, we'll keep tabs on him. You look great, okay? Don't listen to him, okay? Anyway, if you have a map, we'll mark where that thing is for you, okay?
Great. Here's the map.
Okay, and they mark specifically where it is, and they say, and again, do keep your eyes out for the traps. And then number 3 calls out, and if you are ever in the need for a thorough examination, I would be more than happy to conduct it and figure out what exactly it is that ails you.
Ew, don't be a creep.
It is merely in the name of research and health.
What a tempting offer.
All right, and with that, the 3 will go back to doing regular NPC things.
Tama jumps on her spirit shoulder and says, he was kind of a dick.
It was so wild. Anyway. It's like someone saying, damn, this person has a giant pimple. I can pop that pimple and then let you know what kind of pimple it was.
What?
Basically what I heard him say.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have our quests. We
Just pop his
gotta...
head.
These are just students. I'm sure he's like 12.
They are, so the university has multiple
Oh,
programs.
the university.
So I mean, so there's a wide, so some lore, I guess. The Court of
lore.
Magicians has a wizarding program here that houses all sorts of students, and it's a program that can start at a young age, but they accept students basically from any grade all the way up to a young adult. So because again, sometimes you just don't know that you have a natural or magic affinity until you're a bit older. So you see students that are, young, middle school, but you also see like Hogwarts types of students, so like mid-teens, all the way up to what could be college level students as well. So there's a wide variety.
I think Hogwarts does start at 12. I think everyone gets their letters at like 11 or 12.
I think you're right.
Oh boy.
That sounds right to me, so I'm willing to believe it. So you see, Alfred and Drake, they are a high schooler and a college student respectively. These 3 are high schoolers that you just talked to. So
if you want, I can have enough fight then.
No, it's okay. My self-esteem is fine.
I was not ready to. I had to do that on the fly, so I apologize. I don't know why I thought of that, but
No, it was great, Gio.
I think you look pretty, Respira.
Wowie. Thank you. What is everyone else doing as we're
As Tom.
we're grinding?
what is everyone else doing?
They're just trying to remember Dumbledore's name.
That's what they've been sitting there like,
Like, damn, what was that guy's name again? Fuck. Do you remember? Fuck, I don't remember.
Albus? Ah, no.
that doesn't sound right. No. It had a G in there somewhere.
Do we have to fetch the items by ourselves?
Apparently the rest of the group ain't doing anything, so
Well, Jin doesn't talk to people. That's why Tom is doing it.
that's true. Let's cut back. Namaya, so we come back to Hans and Reese, Namaya, Welby, Jin, and Ven. While Respira and Tama are doing the good work and fighting the good fight of finding things to do, what are you all doing?
What are we supposed to be doing?
Finding stuff to go grab for other
I'm
people.
finding stuff to go grab for other people.
All right, Ven, and how are you doing that?
I'm just walking around the room.
Okay.
Bro.
Looking? All right. Why don't you roll perception for me?
I can look.
Cannot and not
Leo, you wish you were at the Don't Go In. You're still in the same building as everyone.
I know it's Thursday, bro.
Oh shit!
well.
I'm failing, apparently.
So Ven, you have no idea what you're looking at as you're walking around. And as someone with no natural magic affinity and having to use a outside source to really give you magical capabilities, everything around you looks bizarre and exotic as hell. So you see this person over here and seems to be doing something really crazy. Like he's like twirling items around and they just seem to be floating in the air, and it's fascinating to you. Like you have no idea how he's doing that. The person over here almost looks like they're changing color, like their skin color is changing, and you're just like wide-eyed looking around at everything, like what the fuck is going on?
No.
No what?
No.
Okay.
So Ven, what are you gonna do?
Nothing. I'm gonna walk
At
away.
least she's honest.
I'm gonna walk away. I don't care. I have an imp. And a new best friend.
We are not best friends.
You said if I learned the stupid goblet of fire magic, we would be.
And have you learned it yet?
I'm working on it. Goodbye. You were not summoned.
Wow. Very jealous of your control.
Well, the gods have different personalities, to be fair. But I think also Ven, again, as I mentioned, Ven has actively tried to reach out to this being inside her multiple times. So anyway.
Yeah, like Naruto.
Okay.
Oh my god, real quick, has
And
anybody read the last Boruto chapter? Because man, it's shit. And I'll leave it at that. Anyway.
I'm gonna read it right now. I'll read it right.
Is anyone else doing anything of note?
I am becoming literate today.
Becoming what?
Lit-
Withered?
literate.
Okay.
Oh, so Namaya is reading a book from the library.
You know, magic school. I'm a sorcerer. We are curious. We are learning.
Wait, you're a sorcerer?
Yes.
Oh shit, this whole time I thought you were a wizard.
No.
Wow. Damn.
Sorry. I'll leave now.
Goodbye.
Where are you gonna go, man?
Alright, Namaya. So you are at a bookshelf and you see a couple of different books. You see large books, you see small books, you see brightly colored books, and you see darker colored books. You see some new books, you see some books that are withered down. What book are you grabbing?
A dark book.
Is it a big book or a smaller looking book in terms of thickness?
Thick.
Are you picking a newer one or one that looks like it's been a bit weathered down and used?
Older.
Older. So you're picking an older, thicker, dark-colored book.
Choose your own adventure kind of thing.
As you pick out the book from the shelf, a gust of wind blows out from where you slid the book out from and hits you in the face. Dust swirls in you as you begin to cough because the dust of the bookshelf is now in your lungs, essentially. So you are coughing up a little bit. As you pull out the book begins to glow in your hand.
Oh? What did I do?
The book shines a little bit before it dims down a little, and words begin to write itself upon the book cover. And you look and it says, Tales of the Magical Arts, an encyclopedia of spells and wizarding tales from across the world, Volume 1.
Sounds boring.
So what will you do?
I'll flip through it.
Alright, what page are you going to flip to? Or to what section of the book are you going to flip to?
Page 69.
Nice. As you flip to page 69, another gust of wind bellows directly from the book itself and hits you in the face. And as the wind hits you, you get roll perception for me. Why don't you?
Okay.
17. As the gust of wind hits you, you feel a sensation that you're actually kind of familiar with. As the gust hits you, you feel it feels like the wind's coming from like an ocean breeze, and all of a sudden you smell salt water, and the feeling of sand is in your hands. As you look at the book, words are sprawling across the page again in a bright little yellow light as you read. And as the tale of Ventus ends, know that he resides within the depths of the ocean, his magical spells creating the waters that we now traverse today.
What? This man created the ocean?
Maybe.
Can I talk to Grandpa Dumbledore?
Maybe if you remember his name.
Argus.
Okay. Yes. Did you need me?
So what's the deal with this book?
That's a magical book. That book is written by a host of magicians here at the court. It's a tale of the different magical occurrences across the world, just so that we have a log of it. Is there a specific tale that you saw that you were interested in?
The page that I flipped to was about a wizard who made the ocean.
The tale of Ventus. Is that correct?
I guess so.
Well, allow me to explain. You see, in the beginning, the tales say that there was no ocean, it was just a land, and magic came from the earth. However, there were two beings who went by the name Ventus and Vanitas. Ventus longed for something different. He felt the earth, and he thought there could be more. And through the study of magic, he created what we know today as the oceans. His brother, Vanitas, also wanted to help. However, disagreements arose between the two as to what exactly to do with this newfound power. Ventus just wanted to create the ocean and this newfound body of water as a way to create life. Vanitas saw it as a way to to ravage the dry lands and take over the world. The two fought, and Ventus used his entire magic capability to seal Vanitas away from the world where he could not harm anyone. Using the last of his magic, Ventus fell into a deep sleep, and the tales say that he now resides within the ocean, giving it life, while Vanitas, his seal, became the moon, and his reach still tries to grasp the earth, which is why we say that the moon changes the waves of the ocean.
Dang. Cool story.
Why, thank you. It's a tale as old as time. Some say that these two are no mere wizards, but have since went on to become gods. However, that is all speculation, and not something that we can actually confirm or deny.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Did you not hear my question?
Wait, what was your question? I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said, can I borrow the book?
If you wish to borrow the book, then go ahead. You may learn more about these tales and magical occurrences that we've had. You have my permission.
Cool, thanks. I'm gonna go sit down and read the book, and if I have any questions, I'll find you.
Alright. Do know that normally we would not allow the book to leave the premises. You would have to check it out and just read it here. However, as the High Wizard, I can do whatever I want. And for that, I will allow you to carry the book with you, as I think you could learn a lot from it. It may help you on your journeys.
Nice. Thanks.
Of course. As for you... And he's going to turn to Leo. That cauldron is not meant for a walk. Would you be so kind as to please stop using it to cook? You're going to smell up the entire library.
I can't hear you. Yum 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 yum.
Okay. Time to go. And he taps his staff and... Leo, roll me a dexterity save. And if Nock has stats, Nock is also going to need to roll a dexterity save.
Oh boy. Okay, I haven't done this with NPC things, so I'm gonna click it and see if it rolls the thing. Otherwise, I just have to use that.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh, it does do it.
Nice. Alright. So, very quickly, if anybody has seen Thor Ragnarok, it's basically, or like Doctor Strange, it's kind of like that, where like the little circle portal thing appears under Leo's feet and Nock's feet. However, Nock is quick enough to immediately jump off as Nock...
Hold on. Do I get my super spidey senses now at this point?
You would get advantage, but it still wouldn't help you.
So isn't it against traps you can see?
Let me take a look at your thing and what it says exactly, because I don't want to. Danger
Uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger.
Against effects that you can see.
No!
You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see. So even if
I can see the hole open up, can't I?
Okay, but as I just said, even with advantage, you're not escaping this.
Okay, fine.
But I'll try to roll twice for that.
Alright, so as the portal pulls up, Leo, you immediately drop and disappear. Nock, sensing it, was a bit quicker and was able to leap away just barely. Leo is now gone. Well, I believe that your friend has slightly overstayed their welcome. Not that I didn't think they're a nuisance, but again, Cauldron of Fire, not meant to be a cooking stove.
Yeah, I
Boy.
don't blame you.
Anything else going on here before you guys head on out of the Court of Magicians building?
Can I ask where Leo got teleported to?
Oh, don't worry. They will appear once you leave.
Got it.
Anything else?
I think that's good unless I'm gonna find somebody else to talk to. Or anybody else to get stuff from.
Not much else.
But I'm good.
Is anyone else doing anything?
No.
Alright, cool. So, alright, it's... Alright, you know what? I know that there wasn't a lot that happened today, but I think I'm gonna cut it off here because it's already 11, and I think everything else would probably take too long. So, I'm gonna cut off today's episode here. You guys got a lot of information and a lot of quests of different variety to start. I think we will dive into that next week. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Cool.
Okie dokie, chimichanga.
And Leo will just be somewhere. Portaled somewhere.
Leo's been placed into a hole.
I apologize that I hope that was okay. I realize that some people may have wanted something more exciting, but there's just been a lot of dialogue, but I hope that was okay with everybody. And
No one died.
Yeah.
that's true. No one died. Congratulations, everybody. We did it.
All that progress.
And I think by the end of tonight's episode, I think everybody learned Argus's name.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean
Progress.
they're gonna pronounce it properly?
Does that mean I'm not gonna stop calling him Dumbledore?
Who the fuck are you calling Dumbledore, you little bitch? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He doesn't actually say
You
that.
wanna fucking go? Shit.
Listen, I will you up, alright? Meet me outside, you little...
Oh.
Okay, bitch.
God, I love
Be
using
at
that.
your house in 5. Let's fucking go.
Oh shit.
World Star! World Star! Alright. Aw, cute little heart.
Who wrote bitch ass?
It was bitch before. Who wrote the ass?
That was after I got kicked out.
Zion.
Damn. Very nice, very nice. A very quiet, fun evening of magic and scholarly intellect of sorts, I guess.
And I didn't get possessed. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah! You'll see me soon enough.
No, I am too busy grinding and doing good deeds.
I rebuke the demon within Respira.
You can do nothing against me.
I rebuke.
And are you a priest now?
I am.
She might as well be.
It's changed me.
Namaya's like, I'm gonna rebuke this, and she just puts like four different types of like Four Locos and a Monster Energy drinks together in a pot, and it's like, here, drink this, it'll exercise it. Trust me, I'm a
I
potions
believe it.
master.
At least I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll inject it.
Oh my god.
right in the veins that are popping out across your face.
Yes. I'm like, it's working. I just explode.
You literally just start bleeding green. God.
Spontaneous combustion, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. For the 3 people that are watching, thank you so much for coming by. I'm pretty sure it's all of my friends anyway, so thank you very
I
much.
think Alan is watching. Bye, Alan.
If you are here, Alan, hello. Thank you for coming by. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Have a good night, everybody.